let's get nonified. Hello, guys. Welcome back to Nonified Podcast. Oh my God, are you loving it? Obviously, because you're back. Today, my guest is, I'm going to rhyme him off, comedian, Prince of Pizza, DJ, actor. He's got big gal energy. He's the one and only. He's an Italian/Scottish stallion. The one and only Stephen Galone.
Oh, wow, man. Wow, that was a good intro.
You love it.
Yep, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
I wrote that 4 a.m.
Well, that's, I mean, you were compelled to write it at that time.
I don't know, it just came to me and I thought, how much more can I get into an intro? Love it. Well, thanks so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you. We've picked a very warm day, but...
God, honestly, I started shooting this new season and I'm like, why have I chosen to do it every time in a heat wave?
Why not? The hot conversations, though.
Well, stream it.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, so I usually start with how we met.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember.
No, well, I mean, it would have been through Paul anyway.
Yeah.
So me and Paul, we got acquainted through our podcast, and we knew he was a musician locally because obviously Stephen Kirkwood that I work with, he was a musician, so having another kind of big musician in Dumbarton was quite rare.
Yeah.
So I think for us, we were just doing a wee bit of homework on guests and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how Stephen and Paul made the link, but they did.
Yeah.
And then we got Paul on. He was like our second guest or something. We had a great conversation. We all just hit it off really well.
Yeah, and that is the Escapade podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. We don't really do it anymore just because now we've got so many other ventures and things.
Yeah.
And it was just through that, and then me and Paul clicked pretty well, and obviously over the years we've did some content and comedy stuff, and now recently more filming and that. So yeah, we just kind of naturally like that, and I think obviously as someone in the area that's doing some stuff like yourself,
and that's it. I feel like the creatives find the creatives.
They gravitate, don't they?
Yeah, I feel like whenever there's been something a bit crazy going on, we've been like, oh, hiya.
Yeah, totally. Because we get it, you know what I mean? We get it. And
every time we have a conversation, I go away and go in, thank God someone else understands.
Exactly. And that's it. And it's few and far between, really, especially in a small town. So it's like when you've maybe got a wee bit of a different mentality, or you've got an interest in, you know, the creative stuff, then you just end up, don't you? You just kind of click because, you know, you can relate to so many different things.
Absolutely. And because it's bigger than the town.
Absolutely.
But why think small?
Well, this is it. Yeah, totally.
You've got to go for it. So, I mean, where do we even begin? Right? Where do we actually begin? I feel like we should start with the comedy.
Yeah.
So, what brought that on? Where did you start with stand-up? Were you just always a funny kid? How did it start?
I mean, just like from like my brother was into acting and drama. He's got like a TV agency down south, and he's got drama schools and stuff. So like when I was younger, I just was always trying to act and do accents and things like that, and just help him with his wee student films and things like that. So it kind of started from there. And then bit of a class clown, but my thing was also to make the teachers laugh.
Okay.
You know, so even when I was getting in trouble, I could somehow get them laughing, you know, so that was that got me going.
Yeah.
And then, just a bit of a natural entertainer, if you like. I think it is the Italian in me, you know, that they are quite confident, flamboyant people.
Yeah.
So having that flavour there, and just always buzzed off making people laugh and telling stories and being quite animated and stuff. And then I just fell into a bit of stand-up. It was actually Stephen again. He sent a wee email away to the Red Raw nights at the Stand. And I did that, and actually my first gig was I was on after Frankie Boyle, who just dropped in to do like a quick 5-10 minutes.
My God, I bet you were like, shit.
Yeah, exactly, because I'm like, this is my first gig, you know what I mean? Jeez, oh. But I did okay, and then I've done it on and off for 10 years. I've not really committed to stand up as much as I'd like to, but just because I do so many other things. But now
it's always there.
It's always there.
The stage is always waiting for you.
Exactly. And I think for me now, the comedy's starting to take more shape in terms of the online content.
Yes.
So I'm just kind of pushing in that direction because that's one of the things I enjoy most doing.
Yeah. So like, I mean, going back to the stand-up thing though, have you ever bombed on stage?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh,
and
it makes my skin want to come off. I can't.
I know. See,
how do you cope? Like,
the thing is, there's a real sick, weird part of me that enjoys that. Yeah, because I'm just like, I don't know. I think for me, I'm like, I know I'm growing as a person in these moments of uncomfort.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why I do throw myself at a lot of stuff.
And you know what? It's funny because I'm coming at it as a vocalist and being in a band. And if I like bummed a note or something on stage, I'll be like, oh. But I think when you're a comedian, who gives two fucks what they think?
Totally.
Because they're not necessarily your die-hard fans that have bought the t-shirt, are they, when you're at a stand-up night?
Yeah.
And a lot of guys, like I was watching a thing the other day with Alan Carr, and he was talking about, you know, that's where they go to test their
this is it.
They stand there with paper like this.
Yeah,
like,
totally. And that's what Frankie Boyle done, you know. But again, these guys are in different positions because they're known. So even if they bomb, people love them already.
Yeah.
As an amateur coming out, it's not the best feeling in the world. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I have done. I was meant to do a 5 minutes, and I was on for like 2.5. I thought I'd done 5.
Oh, right, okay.
You know, and then I was like, right, that's me done. And they were looking at me like, you've still got like 3 minutes, mate. But I had get no laughs. I just bombed. You know, at the time when you're coming up as well, you don't realise you have to rinse all the same material over and over and over again.
Yeah, because to you it's old. You're like,
exactly.
For the next thing.
But other people have not got a clue. So funnily enough, actually, when I worked in the Tully Inn a long time ago, Kevin Bridges used to come in.
Oh, wow.
And that was when I started doing stand-up. So I used to ask him, what do I do? And he told me that. He was like, go out and do 5 minutes 50 times, 100 times.
The same stuff.
And then he's like, then do another 5, then do another. He's like, build up to half an hour, go and do the Fringe.
Okay.
And I was like, well, all right, okay. But I don't know, sitting and committing to a bit of paper, I struggle really hard.
See, I'm the same.
I struggle. I'm the king of wing, you know what I mean?
Well, that same. I mean, I was writing this at 4 a.m. And that's not because you don't mean much to me.
No, of course I get it.
But I literally just go, oh, here it is. Da, 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 da. I don't know where it comes from.
Yeah.
But maybe it is. Everyone's freaking ADHD right now. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been diagnosed by people that are like, oh, yeah, well, do you think it's because you're ADHD? And I'm like, sorry, what? And they're like, sorry, I thought you knew. Like,
well, maybe now I do.
Yeah, but it's such a last minute motors is me. Like when I'm teaching a dance class, I'm doing choreo at 3 a.m. But it's almost because I've got to like slot that little bit out of my brain to keep
to allow room in.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
And it's just when it hits you, like when I know something's coming up, I'll have things in there, but they're just sparkling.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes right before it, they go, here it is. And I'm like, and writing it all down. So when you're on stage, do you ever do crowd work or?
So my last gig, I ended up, I mean, I absolutely decimated a poor guy in the crowd just for the fun of it.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no, so again, it's like, I've only ever really done 5 or 10 minute slots. So
is it scarier to do crowd work in Glasgow? Maybe.
I mean, you
have some bottle to do that.
Yeah, totally. But again, I just don't really care. So, you know, I will go. And like the last time I did just have a total laugh for the crowd and I just kind of semi-destroyed a guy. But, it could have been anyone. I had an idea in mind of what I was going to say and do.
Yeah.
But yeah, like again, I've not done an awful lot, you know. No. And it is a bit of a gutter. I would love to commit more time to, but I just again,
it'll happen.
Totally.
We are those kind of people. We have all of these things in our tool belt.
Chameleons.
And then someone goes, do you want to do this? And we're like, all right, go on then.
Yeah, totally.
That was like me with the burlesque. Somebody messaged me like, oh yeah, would you be able to do this burlesque show? Blah, blah. Almost talking to me like I'd done it for 20 years. And I was like, I've never got my tits out on stage. What are you on about? And I was just like, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, that's fine. And honestly, I'll show you the picture. I might actually flash it up here. Warning nudity. But I did have pasties on, so I'm practically dressed. But my face is just like, I was like, fucking
you probably loved it.
Yeah. I was like, at last. But do you know when you just think, oh my God, am I phony baloney here or can I pull this off?
Well,
it's that moment on my face of, you did it.
Yeah, totally.
Because it's scary.
I mean, I did like earlier on this year, I had to do I hosted like a black tie event for a rugby awards show.
We talked about this. Tell them.
Tell them. And that was one that I felt a definite bit of imposter syndrome, you know. And I've always spoke about I'd love to be a host at these kind of events and stuff. And then I got given an opportunity, and I know nothing about rugby. So that was interesting.
Yeah, and nothing about this particular crowd.
No.
Because you told me that this was like, watch what you're saying.
Yeah,
because
totally.
you'll really piss these people off.
Totally. And, you know, I kind of kept getting conflicting opinions from people about what I should do. And then there was seemingly a really big divide between the women's team and the men's team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out there trying to talk about camaraderie and coming together, and I'm getting booed and all that. And I'm like,
They're like, get stuffed.
You know what I mean?
It's like literally PC went out the window in
Totally.
It's like,
And
you suck.
I was just like, what is going on, man? You know, and I'm like, oh, the women's team have done so well, or boo, or the guys team, or boo. And I'm like, oh my God, like, you guys, like, you are the same team.
Oh my God.
But I get it, rivalry's a good thing, it pushes them, and, you know, but that was an interesting one. I had to get suited and booted for that. And do you know what? It actually went all right.
And it builds your chops.
Yeah.
So I've got one next year. I was telling you I'm doing a charity event, and I actually can't wait because I love hosting.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with us. I think people put their full confidence in us because they know that we can just go with it.
Yeah, totally.
Nothing's going to go, oh, better run away. Do you know what I mean? We just keep going.
I think, and if you're just your kind of confident self and whatever, and you get a couple of wee laughs and people kind of get that energy from you, then they're kind of like, okay, you're in the driver's seat.
Yes.
You're taking us on the journey. This driver's okay.
And we talk about this all the time because there's plenty of people, you know, there's Nepo babies, there's he knows, she knows this person. And you see people doing the job and you're like, are you joking? And I'm not trying to slag anyone, but I'm like, they make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing as a host.
Yeah, definitely.
You've got to be driving that shit, bitch. Because if you're not, people are sitting there like, oh.
Cringing or whatever. And again, if you feel comfortable, they're going to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Even in moments that aren't comfortable.
Absolutely.
If you can at least look like, you know, I'm riding with it, it's all good, then they're like, you know what, he's all right, he's got thick skin, he can deal with it.
Absolutely.
But if you crumble, then...
Well, this is, and you know, it comes to anything. Like there was the woman, because obviously I'm just going to mention it again, won a Female Founder Award for my podcast.
Come on.
And yes. And there was a woman called Emily. Wow. Her speech was unreal. Unreal. And it just captivated the room. Everybody was, like verbally reacting, which happens in Scotland anyway, doesn't it? But like, it's the best crowds. But people were like, holy moly, do you know what I mean? She was
the best
amazing.
news when they've got a drink in them.
Well, exactly.
If they're sober, they don't move.
And it was a little free drinks reception before.
That's what you need, man. Because see as well, depending on when you do a gig, if you're too early, like people, unfortunately, they need the liquid courage. You know what I mean? A lot of the times for dancing, for interacting.
Then, do you know, you say that, but then see in Scotland, I think they're much quicker at getting in the vibe. Whereas like wherever else I played, I'm like, come on guys, put your hands in the air, you know, like, because if you go mental, they can't help but go mental.
Yeah.
But it's really difficult when you're a performer now because you only have to watch things like BGT and stuff like that. And it's like shock value because we've seen it all before. It needs to be death-defying for us to be impressed. I mean, I've been to circuses and sat there with circuses with no animals, might I add. But I've been sat there and people are like, they could literally die. And everyone's like, like slow clapping, and I'm like, are you joking? Like,
wow.
What are you looking at? But then that's the thing where I think in Scotland, I think people appreciate it a bit. I don't know what it is. It's more of that appreciation. Like, do you know, one of the best gigs I ever did was it in Runcorn or somewhere mental? But you think, well, who really goes to Runcorn? But we did this show and it was in this big shopping centre. These kids were like chasing me to my car. It was wild. But you know, they just appreciate it.
Loved it.
They just love like the vibe, the attention, the I don't know, the buzz of it. But I do think Scottish crowds are easier to get round. But with comedy, I'm like, ooh, are they?
Once you've got them, they're great.
Yeah.
Once you've got them, they're great. But yeah, it's like, it can be difficult. But yeah, to be honest, most of the gigs I've done have went pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, again, and a comedian told me a long, long time ago, right when I started out, she told me that comedy is 80% your body language and 20% what you're actually saying.
Yeah. Again, making people feel comfortable.
Yeah, feeling comfortable, but also making sure you feel comfortable, you're in control. And you know what? I don't need you to laugh. It's not going to affect me. Yeah. So I think people respect that and go, you know.
See, I think that's when you find now a lot of these weird comedians coming out. Like we went to a place, I can't think of the name of it in Glasgow. It'll come to me. But there was a guy and he was just really weird. Right. And you know, he was like being really weird and we were just like, and you're laughing because you're nervous. Yeah. Because he's like, I was out with my friends. I thought he was going to murder somebody. Like it was literally
talking like a Tesla bot.
Really scary, but that was his niche. I thought it was quite clever, really, because maybe that's him doing his character because maybe he doesn't have the confidence As himself.
So he does that.
But then speaking of not being yourself, what has kind of pushed you into the stratosphere is the impressions.
Yes.
So where did that come from?
Again, just from like a really young age, I've always done accents. Like I've coined this, by the way. I've got accent Tourette's. So it's like I just do it all the time. Sometimes I don't even realise. Like I'll just jump into Belfast or Yorkshire or I've always been like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously I've started doing the kind of Scottish Donald Trump thing, which is kind of blowing up. And I know he's a really controversial figure. I know this.
That's what makes it awesome.
I know, it's like, so what? You know what I mean?
What in the feck made you think I'm going to do a Scottish Donald Trump?
Well, again, I had been doing a bit of Donald Trump impressions with my mates and stuff, and they've always heard me doing accents, right? Okay. So it's nothing new.
No.
But then I was thinking about Donald, where's your trousers? And I thought that's quite funny, like the old Donald, where's your trousers part, you know? So then I tried that on a couple of the boys in the shop and they were howling.
Yeah.
So I'm like, right, they hear me doing stuff all the time, so it's not like they're always howling, right? Because maybe sometimes they're getting sick of it. But this was getting through. So then I was like, So the comedian in me was like, I wonder if I've got something here. So then I ended up in the sauna at the gym, and I was
I'm so glad you said in the gym. Carry on.
No, right, in the gym, right? And weirdly, because I'm a little bit mental, I was with 5 guys in there, and one of them I kind of knew, but the others I didn't. And I just went, you know what, I'm going to launch right into this Donald impression. I've got an audience
in a sauna,
and they can't go anywhere. So I've captivated these guys. So I'm just going to start doing it. So I started doing Trump, and then I'm like, Donald, where's your trousers? And they all absolutely started killing themselves laughing. So that's when I was like, right, I've got something here.
Like, I'm obsessed with this. Have you put that as a video on your socials? Because that means how it came about.
Well,
in a sauna. I was in a sauna with 5 guys.
I know. That sounds a bit raunchy, but
because it's past the 1-year anniversary, right?
Yeah.
Of Scottish Donny.
Yeah. It was like a year in June. So
wow.
And then so basically I went to the gym another day, and I had all this idea of what I was going to say as the Scottish Donny, right? And then I went to film it, and my mind kind of went blank, and I was like, what are you doing here? I'm like, why am I doing this? I went,
it felt forced.
And I was like, do you know what? I'll just try something. Completely spitballed it.
Yeah.
Uploaded it. Totally forgot about it. Went into the gym. And then I think, it's either when I came out the gym and I got up the road, I went, I'll check that. And it was sitting at like, I don't know, 10, 15,000 views. It was doing quite well.
Wow.
And I was like, that seems to be doing all right. And I was like, I kind of forgot about it. Woke up the next day from a phone call from a radio station, and like,
wow.
You know, and they were trying to get me in the New York Times and all this and that. But it never came into fruition in the end, because it was too niche being Scottish. But yeah, radio interviews, this and that, hundreds of thousands of views. Glasgow Bible shared it. That racked up about 8 million views. And,
love that. Do you think Donald's seen it? I bet he has.
I hope so, man. I
bet he has, and I bet he fucking loves it.
Well, the thing is I've never heard it. No, I've never. And then do they think I'm taking the piss out of him?
I don't think that they do. I don't know.
It's like I'm trying to balance it. Yeah. It's a little bit of taking the piss and a little bit of trying to just be neutral.
Because you're never really insulting him.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I think your comedy is really clever. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass.
I appreciate that.
But it's very clever in the fact that you're never slating anyone.
Yeah.
It's realism.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like realism without offense.
Yeah.
Because like, I think you might have seen it.
I know.
So funny.
So many people tagged their page in like Vance and like the team that they work with at the time. So if it was ever going to have been seen, it would have been at the time, you know.
He's very into
online.
it. Oh yeah, he's definitely into it.
I've never heard anything or anything like that, and it's all good. It's all good. I suppose.
Imagine if he invited you to like his birthday or something.
I know, but then it's like, you know, how many, you know, it's like, I mean, a part of me would want to go, but, you know, then it's the amount of hate and that you'd get for people as well.
Right.
But at the same time,
you can't do right for doing wrong these days.
Totally.
Do you know what I mean? It's like people, you're just doing that for a paycheck. It's like, maybe
that's what most people are.
Yeah, maybe that people need money. It was like, do you know, that's the world.
And if you can make money off something that you actually enjoy doing, then you're doing okay.
Yeah.
But again, I think people, the way the world is, it's very, very polarized.
Yeah.
I would much rather have a conversation, even if I disagree with someone. Like that's what discourse is about.
Yeah.
And people act as if Donald Trump is the first bad president. It's like, honestly, I could tell you so much about George Bush, so much about Obama. So, and it's like, but obviously he's really wild. You know what I mean? He is really wild.
He's just the pantomime, isn't he? He's
mental,
just,
man.
I mean, what a guy to take on. And what I love as well is, see your first video, you weren't even in the get-up.
No.
Because you've got like an outfit now.
Yeah, and again, for me, this is where your artistry comes in. And it's the same as being a musician or a comedian or whatever. It's like you might have a viral hit or a one-track wonder, but in your artistry, how do you keep that going now?
Absolutely.
And this is the hard bit that a lot of artists find is like they might have that one hit and then it's like, oh God. So look, for me, I've just been in the game of trying to keep this going now and put smiles on faces.
And that's what I was going to ask you. How has that going viral, has that changed how you feel about social media now?
Well, I've always kind of wanted to be in that position, you know what I mean? So I quite like it, you know. I try like on TikTok, I don't use TikTok, right? I just create, I don't consume.
No.
So I only follow Banging Pizza on it. I don't use it as a platform, right? Instagram's my thing, I like that. But I just, do you know what? I've got a total love-hate relationship with social media anyway.
Same.
I'm quite a conspiracy guy. So the way I look at the world and this and that, you know, I've just learned now that the whole world is a game and I'm just a player now in the game.
That's literally what we spoke about the other day, isn't it? It's like a Tamagotchi.
Yeah, totally.
It's like, feed me, feed me, feed me. Because, and that's when, you know, when you've like hit a wall and it's not good, turn it off.
Yeah.
Stop feeding it.
Yeah.
Because that is, and I'm speaking to people at home, I'm looking down the camera because it's so bad. Like I remember I went through, you know, obviously because I competed in bodybuilding and stuff. And I went through such a bad time afterwards, like really bad body dysmorphia, all the rest of it. And it was actually a herbalist said to me, I was like, you know, I just feel like this and feel like that. And she's like, so why don't you just like not look at it? And I was like, sorry. And she's like, all these things that you see on social media, just like unfollow them.
Yeah.
And like, don't look at it. And I thought, oh. So I deleted everything, like all these things I followed, and I felt so much better. I was like, fuck. But it's so stupid, it's so minutiae, but you just you don't realise how much it's affecting
I think it's just psychologically, whether you mean it or not, it's like everyone is like comparing themselves.
Yes.
And looking and going, oh, this is what beauty should be, or oh, I should have this following, or oh, how do I, you know, and it's just comparison is the thief of joy, as they say, do you know what I mean? So as soon as you're in that mode, you're not really being your authentic self because you're trying to be something you're not because someone else has something, but that's just their moment.
Yeah.
You know, it's ups and downs. You know, if you can't enjoy it, then why do it, really?
Exactly. And there's only one you.
There is only one
you.
But people do think they look at online and they predicate their whole life on stuff that they're seeing when really the 9 times out of 10 it's total bullshit that you're actually looking at. It's not a real reality. No. We've got the perfect relationship. Yeah. You know them in their real life, they're arguing all the time. Or whatever, they sleep in separate rooms and or whatever it is. And it's just kind of like, what are we actually doing here? What are we doing here? Well, we are poisoning our minds. We are. Yeah. So I think like myself and probably yourself were quite aware. So I'm quite like was shockingly self-aware at times. You know, like I can't let my hair down, or I've got to look after everyone else, or I need to be switched on, you know, and because everyone else gets, if we're having a party, I don't really get that drunk or that because I'm like, other people are idiots, so I better keep my head screwed on, do you know what I mean? So it's one of those things, you just like, if it's affecting you, stop consuming it. Exactly, because you are what you think you are. It's as simple as that, and you are what you consume, you are what you eat, you are what you watch.
And it's even like in music, people say all the time, oh God, like if they'll play one of my songs, like, oh, that sounds like Madonna, or that sounds like Kylie, and it's like, yeah, because that's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
You are.
So that's what you're influenced by. Yeah, so whether you like it or not.
Everyone now sounds like Sam Smith.
Yeah.
Everyone now sounds like Lewis Capaldi.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
God help us.
I know. But do you know what I mean? It is that, isn't it? They're all like deep breathy, like drawn out vocals, and it's like, yeah, but I come from Madonna, you know, Britney.
But that's what makes you, that's the flavours it gives you. And it's like, even with my music taste, I just think of what inspired me, and it is why I am the way I am, you know what I mean? But the social media
thing. Make your kids cool, man.
Yeah.
Play some cool shit.
Yeah,
I was listening to like David Bowie and like, you know, The Strokes and like shit like that, and like punk, do you know what I mean?
The majority of what I listen to is older stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and it's actually hard sometimes because when I do get a DJ gig, I'm like sometimes out the loop with dance music because I'm just like all the modern stuff, I'm not a massive fan.
No.
So I listen to all the older stuff. But I again, just people need to just be aware of what they are actually consuming and do something about it. Like, even if like your thing is you watch horror films all the time, or you watch like, a lot of people watch soap operas that are just all they do is dramatize scenarios,
and it's depressing.
So then you think about this. That's what's in your brain. So then when you're going about life, you end up probably start acting these things out subconsciously because that's all you're watching.
Yeah.
So if you've got a lot of anxiety, this and that, what are you watching? What are you listening to? What you're reading? It sounds stupid, but they're called programs for a reason.
Exactly.
Because you're being programmed, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
that's why I don't watch the news.
No, and then, I mean, if here's another one, if you want to go a little bit deeper, when you talk about broadcasting, you're casting a spell.
Wowzers.
Right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so if you look at Hollywood, right, the Hollywood tree is the wood that witches use to cast spells.
Course.
And you're being broadcasted to.
See, you know I am a descendant of the Pendle Hill witches, don't you?
Oh my goodness.
In real life. But we were good witches, so it's fine. But that makes sense.
But so that's where it's from, the Hollywood tree.
Wow.
And then they moved in there, and then all of the propaganda, the stuff that they want, they push out through Hollywood, you know?
And spat out at the other end.
Totally. And then it's like you find out that the Pentagon essentially look over most like military films. There's like an editing department there as well. So, you know.
Well, have you seen the new Steven Spielberg movie?
No, I want to. Is it good?
So good.
It's so funny because I've heard total mixed reviews.
I love her. What is she called? She was
idea.
Mary Poppins. You know, I mean, she was Devil Wears Prada. Oh my God. Paul will remember, but he's not in the room. She's incredible. It's so good. You need to.
Oh, he shouted.
Did he shout it? Who is it? Emily Blunt. Shout out Emily Blunt. Love her.
I would like to see.
You need to watch it. I
love
think you'll
alien
enjoy
stuff.
it.
You know what I mean? I love aliens.
I feel like I am an alien. It was really funny because I was talking to my friend about this the other day, and I know you'll get this, but she was like, I was like, you know, somebody the other day was like, oh, what about therapy? You know, I think everyone should have therapy and stuff like that. And she was like, mate, she's like us. She's like, done that. She went, I'm sitting there looking at the guy going, I know more than you. Right? She said, I was like, this is a waste of my fucking time. And I was just like, I said, but she said, it's like, she said, I feel like I'm just like, not like everyone. And I'm like, no, because we're aliens.
Aye, yeah.
I watch these films and I'm like, I got to pull like this. I'm like, and he's like, and I'm like, no, seriously, like, it's my brethren. That's my family. They're coming. The alien mums are coming. But it is so weird.
Thinking about aliens.
Yeah,
I really do. Because think about it, right? Let's say, right, there's been, say, 500,000 sightings in the history, right? Right, there must be a lot, right?
Yeah.
It might not be that much, right? But
probably more, to be fair.
Let's just say one of them's real.
Yeah.
Right? And let's say it is a UFO craft, right? Does it have a serial number? Was it made in a factory?
Exactly.
Is there other ones that are made?
Exactly.
And what is that, in some alien factory somewhere?
The universe is a big fucking place.
Oh, it's too big.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's too big, man.
Because we just watched the new one on Amazon as well. That's really good. Can't remember the name of it. I'll have to get Paul to get me that. What was the name of the one we watched on Amazon, Paul? Oh, the Elon Musk thing was very good.
Right.
The NASA thing.
Right.
But no, the movie that we watched, really handsome actors in it. But he's shouting. He's shouting. What's his name? What is his name? I can't remember. It's fabulous. I'll flash it up here because we'll remember.
Right, okay.
So good. You need to watch that.
Is that another alien type one? Right, good.
You'll love it, but it's like it's stressful, but it's really good. Ryan Gosling.
Oh, what the Project Hail Mary?
Yes.
How good's that?
So good.
How cool is the alien? I will. I mean, it certainly was. But then it's like, it's weird. It's like, as if, I mean, I suppose it's not the first time they've had aliens like friendly.
Yeah.
But it was quite an interesting narrative. I mean, imagine even being him. He's just essentially worked with a puppet a whole film or whatever.
I know. But you know what was super weird about that film as well? I do this with a lot of things, but also very much so with like alien movies. I know what's next. And you know, when I watched the end, I won't give it away, but when I watched the end, I was like, I've seen that before.
You knew it was happening.
It was really I say things to Paul. I think he thinks I'm off my head. Right, and he'd probably be like, get out my house. So I try not to say to anything, but I was like, I've seen that before. I've literally seen it, and I don't know why. It's really fucking weird. Speaking of weird, what's the weirdest situation Donny's got you in?
Well, the weirdest. I mean, I've probably got a couple. I mean, the most amazing I suppose you could call it weird, is I got to meet the Cheeky Girls.
Love that.
Who are absolutely stunning, man. The two of them, man. Honestly.
Aren't they like 60 years old now? And
No.
They look fucking incredible.
No, I think they're in their 40s. They're in their 40s.
Stop it. I mean, we saw them at a drag bingo night and I was like, my jaw
lovely.
was on the floor.
They were amazing. They're
amazing. Perfect.
Yeah, they were funny.
Wow.
So I was trying to become the third Cheeky member. And and I said that to them, and they were loving me, man. They were pure feeling me up and all that. I was like, oh yes. I was telling everyone, I was like, yeah, they left fake tan all over my bed and all that. But I'm only saying that because I know they had went to one of the organisers' rooms, and when they left, they said there was fake tan all over the bed from them sitting down chatting. So no, obviously, all jokes aside, yeah, they were lovely. I got a wee 5-10 minute interview with them, so was certainly weird. Trying to think, obviously.
What about Dynamo?
Oh, well, Dynamo, yeah, I got to meet Dynamo.
I love him.
Oh, he's amazing.
Is he really nice?
Oh, he was cool. You can see in the video, he's like just looking at me a little bit like a deer in the headlights. And I'm so much bigger than him.
He's a nervy guy, isn't he?
Totally. I didn't know what he was expecting. See, to be fair to him, the fact that he let me do that as well was cool. So, yeah, I got to meet him. But I went to his show and he done a meet and greet. So I just went, well, I'm going to spin this into some content.
Okay. Love it.
I did the Edinburgh Fringe. I just again went off my own back with Stacey McLeod that we know, and Stacey, her and her sister filmed me, and we went about and caused riots, and I had fake nuns in my face screaming about genocides and all that.
Yeah, what was that about?
Well, the thing is, obviously, it's the Fringe. It's even like that American guy that I pissed off that was telling me to bugger off and all that.
I'm going to put up the link to his socials. You need to go and check these videos out. He's hysterical.
And this guy he hates Donald Trump. And he's like, I moved away from America to get away from him and all that.
He's saying this on a PA in the street and everyone's like, what?
Yeah, and I also, see that way, because I was so in the moment, I had just arrived, I felt a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
And I was like,
oh God.
And then I'm like, but actually, mate, this is the Fringe where people come to dress up to perform.
Yeah.
You are an American over here performing here.
Yeah.
Like,
don't take yourself so seriously, bro.
And then it's like, and then you're telling me to bugger off, and I'm like, well, look, mate, we're all here to perform. As a fellow performer.
Yeah.
This is where I'm saying we're so polarised that people are allowing their political... And the thing is, they couldn't even probably tell you 5 policies of the party that they vote for.
They just know that they hate people.
Yeah, and that's it.
I hate them. Oh, why is that?
And you're just like that. Look, mate, like you, I don't know, I call these people life's little bitch.
Yeah.
Because no matter what way the wind blows, emotionally, they are getting controlled by external factors. And it's like, mate, this is theatre.
Yeah.
It's not even real.
Yeah.
And your whole life is predicated on this political party or this. And I get all these things are important.
Yeah.
But they're there to divide us, to keep us divided.
They're in the matrix.
Exactly, because these people are pulling the strings, making all the money, and we're fighting over being gay, straight, black, white, blah, blah, blah.
And who fucking cares?
Who cares, man?
Live and let live.
Who cares, man?
I always say, good 98% of my friends are gay, and they don't give 2 shits.
No,
they're like, I just want to live. They're like, I don't want any of this bullcrap. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Do you know?
But
they're being predicated to being, they're the ones who are doing this and doing that. They're doing nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know what? The community just want to be a community.
Yeah.
Leave them alone.
While we're literally being bombarded from the ones above, tax through the nose, all this and that, and yet we're all here divided. It's divide and conquer.
It is. It absolutely is.
Keep your eyes off the emperor, you know what I mean?
Isn't it? But, going from that to another thing, sustenance. You dropped in that you're in the shop and then you said banging pizza. Tell us about banging pizza.
Yeah.
So this is another
venture of ours.
In your life.
Yeah, well, being half Italian as well, love food, love pizza. Me and my business partner, Stephen Kirkwood, and his partner, Claire.
Mm-hmm. Shout out, Claire.
Yes, Claire. And we'd always kind of spoke about having a pizza shop and getting into food and stuff. So when COVID came along.
Yes.
I've got my own opinions about that, but anyway, that's for definitely. Definitely don't want to get demonetized. So COVID came along and it really affected Escapade Studios, our other business, where we teach people to DJ and learn music and stuff.
Can teach me.
Yes. So we just basically, Stephen got the keys to that place. We just went for it and went, let's try this. And then
it was so funny. I think it was maybe a month before you did that, and we were out walking, and we could go out for a walk.
Yeah.
And we saw you guys, and you were like, "Yeah, we're thinking about doing this," and we were like, "Do it."
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do you know, but I could just know that you will have had another 50% of people going, oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's a risk and it's a this and a that. But we both know if you don't try, you'll never know.
Well, this is it. And honestly, we had a lot of doubters for sure.
Yeah.
You know, what do you know about food? What, you know, this and that. You know, I even had people in the family and that saying, oh, you know, I like a certain style of food. Do you think I'm going to just open up a restaurant or whatever, you know? And, you know, things like that. And to be honest, it just added a nice wee fuel to the fire and go, cool, we'll show you.
Yeah.
And now we're about to turn 6 in Boxing Day this year. 3 shops.
I was going to say 3 shops.
It's, you know,
and you've got your mobile unit as well, so you do events and stuff.
Yep, so we're all over with that as well. From
amazing.
Festivals to private parties. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult, it's crazy, but we love it, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
What's like the funniest customer interaction you think you've had in the shop? You must have had some in Dumbarton, bloody hell.
Oh, I mean, the funniest. I mean, we used to get a woman that used to come in every night. She's kind of stopped. You'll probably know.
Oh, right, okay.
I'll tell you later, but she used to come in every day asking for a cheese toastie.
In a pizza shop?
You know, the first time, oh, can I get a cheese toastie? I'm like, oh, obviously it used to be a roll shop and that, you know, you maybe used to get that.
Okay.
But then she would come every night, can I get a cheese toastie? You know what I mean? And we're like, you've just been like the last 3 days in a row. No? Well, no, I mean, we don't have cheese toastie stuff.
Oh,
I mean, we could make a bit of bread and cheese. So, this kind of kept going on and she kept coming in and we were like, you know, like, so I don't know if there's maybe, I don't know, a wee bit of dementia or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I mean, she didn't seem that, but maybe. And then I think it was maybe just the alcohol, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then one day she came in and says, can I have a margarita pizza? And we're all like that. Oh my God. I'm like, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just coming. And she's like, right, well, I'm going to go to Morrison's and I'm going to go and grab a wee bottle of wine and I'll be back. And we're like, brilliant. She never came back.
No.
Paid for the pizza and never came back.
Shit. Oh, she paid as well?
She paid for the pizza and never came back.
Stop it.
And we were just like, she finally asked for the right thing and then never even got it.
That is so weird.
And then, do you know what? I've never seen her since, so I don't know what happened there.
That is so... Didn't you start doing sandwiches for a while?
Yeah, no, we do sandwiches. Yeah, we do lunchtime.
Was she the one that inspired?
Yeah, just like, let's just get this woman a cheese sandwich, man. And then I'm trying to think if there's any... Well, once a guy phoned and one of the boys, Rab, that works with us, he thought it was one of the boys doing a bit of a prank.
Oh, right.
Because the guy says his name was Bond. So he was like, hi, James, is that James Bond, And the guy was just like, no, man, that is Peter or whatever. And then he's like, no bother. And kind of hung up on him.
Oh, no.
Then the guy phoned back and said, excuse me. And then he was like, and he was just looking at us. And we were like, what's going on? And we was like, mate, because at the time, one of the boys was doing the odd wee prank call.
Oh, God.
And he was just like, Bond, no bother, James, and all that. And the guy's like, no, that's actually my name. So that was quite funny. And then there's been a few things, but that was...
See, because the Banging Pizza crew, I can't even describe them. Yeah. They're all bloody mad, right? So if you want a pizza and a good time, that's where you need to go.
Come see us, man. Come see us, yeah.
But you're legendary now.
Yeah. It's an institution now.
Absolutely. Because, and you know, it is a thing, like because I remember when you were talking about it, I was like, please do it. Because real Italian is mythical around here.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Because you've got like takeouts, and I'm not slagging them. I'd be more past getting an Asda pizza. Do you know what I mean? Frozen pizza. The crap. Absolute crap, but your pizzas are unreal. I'm just so sad that I'm gluten intolerant.
Yeah, I know. It's a nightmare. I know.
But before I would demolish that pizza. Yeah. It was so
it is good. It is good.
It was so good. And you spoke about Escapade there. So that was kind of the first venture with Stephen, wasn't it?
Yeah. We were both working jobs we hated, and me and him had went through stages of being unemployed, and I did like 4 different college courses, 2 of which I dropped out.
Wow.
You know, just couldn't really find my way in the world. Knew I wanted to be in entertainment, music. It's just whatever.
Yeah.
And I've always been wanting to do that, you know, and I always said to Stephen back in the day, if I could just make a living off of speaking, that's kind of where I would like to be.
Yeah.
And obviously now I'm kind of there with some of the stuff.
Yeah,
not fully where I would like to be, but, you know.
Absolutely.
So we had Escapade, and we've interviewed most of Scotland's DJs. We've helped tens of thousands of students. We've worked all over Scotland. You know, met Prince Charles, went to his birthday party and all that. You know,
so mental.
I mean, Escapade, we really ticked off some amazing boxes, you know, and then but now Banging's the new baby, so
That's wild. But you still get your DJing opportunities and stuff, don't you? Because you've got your own music out as well.
Yeah. So I make my own music. I've got a track coming out in August with Grum, who is like a world touring artist. So actually, for me specifically, I'm like, I actually can't believe I've got a collaboration with someone like Grum.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
So that's coming out, and is all your music out as Stephen Galoni?
Yeah, it's Big Gal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Big Gal. Yeah, I use Big Gal. Yeah, so a Big Gal and Grum, that's coming out next. And yeah, a DJ, I've got a little residency in La Jupe in Helensburgh, cocktail bar. I love it in there.
It's so bougie.
Yeah, definitely. You need to come to one of them, actually. Yeah, it's good. I play for about 4 hours.
For there, actually.
Oh, aye, well, nice.
Need to come down.
Yeah, so I play kind of 4 to 6 hours in there, and I play everything. I play foreign stuff, I play jazz, I play funk, house, techno.
It's just vibes.
Yeah, I love it. It's my exact kind of set I want to play, you know what I mean?
And what do you think? What do you prefer, making a crowd dance or making them laugh?
Probably laugh.
Yeah,
probably laugh. Like, because it's just really down to you and the mic, and that there's no better feeling when you've got them, you know.
Yeah,
music's great as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is, but I don't know, there's just something, it's just you and the crowd. But again, if you can kind of hide behind the music a bit more.
Yeah,
so sometimes that can be good.
How you're feeling as well.
Sometimes you can't be arsed, you know what it's like, and you have to kind of go and put a face on. So I
feel like you're like me. It's when you're verbalizing, you're giving something of yourself as well. Whereas when you're playing music, especially if it's somebody else's music,
you're giving less.
Yeah. So, but maybe if you're feeling a little bit low energy and you don't want the vampires sucking you out,
then that works.
You can go for
it. That's quite nice.
But yeah, so no, I totally get that vibe.
So it just depends. It depends.
Because I was going to ask you, what does the music give you that comedy doesn't? But I guess that's what it is.
I mean that, but the music is like the most important thing in my life. You know what I mean? It's like I am crazy for music. I really am. You know, and it's like I have a competition with my friend every year on the Spotify Wrapped. Okay. And like, you know, he'll message me and be like, I've listened to 164 new genres, and I'll screenshot him back and say, well, I was 181, mate. So, you know, things, and I'm very, very, very eclectic. So yeah, I mean,
I think you have to be.
Yeah.
Because that's how I am as well. And it's funny because recently we were saying, like, with FHE, our band, it's like we can't really be pigeonholed. Like, for some gigs, we're too dance, we're too rock, we're too, do you know what I mean? It's too EDM, it's too, and you're like, feck off, like we are.
Can't please anyone, no.
But you know, it's funny because you get the biggest fan base when you're being your authentic self.
Always.
It's mad, isn't it?
Always. I think people try and chase trends, and by the time they catch up to it, it's gone.
It's gone.
And it's the same with musicians.
Now you've got to start the trend.
You know, musicians, I think as well, they go, all right, there's a sound, I'm going to try and get that sound out. But the thing is, if a label's a big label, they've probably got a backlog of 6 months to a year of that sound. So by the time yours comes to it, it's probably moved on as well. So you have to kind of just be yourself.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you'll always have people who just jump on trends.
Well, that's it. And now people say, oh, it's harder, you know, to get into the industry, you know, because there's so much shit to filter through and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, but at the same time, you've got a public platform now. So it's 6 2/3. Do you know what I mean? It's like, how do you want it? And yeah, it is difficult because there's millions of tracks coming out every day.
Now with AI as well, man.
But it's like, you've just got to filter through the shit to find
and you just can't worry about it. Because then you just won't do anything if you think about all that.
Do you know, and that's it. And I literally put a video out about this the other day of like, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, like I can't do this anymore. But then when I think that, I'm like, well, you can't stop.
No, of course.
Because I literally can't, I'm just doing me.
Yeah.
I can't.
You're in it now.
Yeah, that's it, literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of that, because we put ourselves out there quite a lot, where's the weirdest place you've been recognised?
Well, I mean, I was out with my family in Oban.
Right.
And just this group of guys come up to me and a woman and hiya, Big Donny. And I mean, I really get recognised out with Donny. I mean, I came back from Amsterdam last weekend. I came out the airport, the security guards at the patrol thing for your passport. They're like, there's Big Donny. And they made me do a video.
That's
well, they phoned a colleague of theirs and says, can you just do Donny because he thinks he's good at Donald Trump? And I just rinsed this guy down the thing.
Wow.
But they made me wait so long to get through. So I was just like, these horrible security guards here. If it was Edinburgh, they would have fast-tracked me. Now they want content. They wouldn't even fast-track me and all that. So I ripped into them. Then I got into the taxi. from the airport, and the taxi driver's like, how do I know your face? And I was like, oh, Scottish Donald Trump. And he's like, oh, that was it. And then there was like someone else in that. So it's like 3 people, all one after the other. And it's like just in the same hour.
Maybe you were exuding the energy as well.
I really was.
Do you not think that sometimes?
Yeah, I think so. There's an aura that you bring, you know, and the antennas are out, you know. So I would probably say, like, just in terms of that, I'm trying to think that there has been a few, but I have like Perth, Oban, Dundee, all over the city in Dundee when I gigged there for DDE. All the young team knew who I was. Never
like when you're in a compromising situation and the doctors or anything like that. It's like,
not quite,
videos.
Not quite yet. But one thing, I had to do a local gig at the Pawn. And I've been doing some work with them, and I had to do a Donny thing, and there was a few people I knew there.
Okay.
And I don't know, I got this feeling of like, I don't know about doing local Donny gigs. I don't know.
Oh, right.
I don't know. I didn't like it.
Bit weird.
Just because they know me so well, and then I'm in character. It's much easier when you don't know them.
Do you know what I love though when you do Big Donny? It's like the lips.
Yeah.
I'm like, whichever video, if I'm looking, I'm like, that's Donny because I can see the lips.
Yeah, totally.
I'm like, oh my God, how do you do it? Because it's like instant lip filler.
Yeah, totally. It just, I don't know, it just happens naturally.
What were you doing the other day? I was like, what are some of the others? Like Jason Statham.
Yeah.
So good.
Been doing a bit of him.
Something that happens here on your face when you do that.
Jason Statham. You know, because I've been talking with my mate. You know the programme How It's Made? Do you remember that?
Oh, yes.
It's like, imagine he was the narrator, you know? Combine Harvester. You ever seen How It's Made? Let's see. You know, like, come with me to find out how, you know, like a calypso's made.
You should totally narrate Jane McDonald on tour. You know, she does these mad shows where she sings at the end.
Right.
You could totally narrate this. Can you imagine? No, Gene is going on there. Oh my God, that'd be so
the Jason
funny.
one is just one I've been, me and my mate Rab, we've been doing it a lot recently. We do it all the time. So it just, it's like, I just do stuff that makes us laugh, and then I put stuff out there.
Yeah.
Aye.
Absolutely love that. Well, to tie them both in, if Scottish Donny was to order a pizza, what would be on it?
Well, it would probably be a hamburger. I'm not. What would Donny hold on? I don't know. Just a pepperoni and a big Coke. Because he's quite a plain guy. He likes his fast food and that, Donald, doesn't he? So,
you're American.
He's so American. You're like, how can he even survive on that diet? But
he'd have like some yellow mustard.
Aye, probably. The hot dog special, man.
And what's one thing you'd like people to remember you for besides making them laugh?
I think probably I don't know. I think sometimes I'm quite Marmite with people, right?
Yeah.
Because I sometimes tell things how they are. So if I think someone's doing something wrong, or I don't know, I like to check them on it.
We can't stop ourselves, can we?
No.
And we don't mean it in a bad way.
No, it's coming from a good place. It totally is.
It's not us going, you shouldn't be doing black, and it's not an opinionated thing. It's something that we can't really control.
Totally.
And you will get what you see with us.
So that's kind of what I would like to be, is like, you know, you get what you see. You know, you're going to have a real conversation. I'm not small talk. I'm not going to fill the gaps.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the football or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I like to have a real conversation. So if anything, I would like to have people like maybe trigger a thought.
Okay.
Or, you know, or try and help them with their insecurities.
Yeah.
And just be like, man.
I think you've got big gal energy.
And that's it.
I think that's what it is. I think you come away from just being like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a buzz.
Yeah. And that's really what I'm trying to do. And that's it. And it's like, people remember how you make them feel, not what you said.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And a good speaker told me that as well, Gavin Oates. He told me that. And it's true. So that's, I kind of just try and, I suppose, confront people with their shit. And you're either going to confront it and dig in, or you're going to just hate me for it because I've reflected something that you didn't want to address, you know? But a lot of the time when I'm doing it, it's also stuff for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm giving advice for myself here as well. Don't take it like I am lambasting
I'm not saying it to myself. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, this is for us all here, and this is reminding myself as well. But I
feel like we do the same thing. I think for me, I really like to make people believe in themselves.
Totally.
And it's like, I've said this as well, like when I meet people, something in my brain keeps in there their talents and what they do and stuff. And then if something comes up, I'll go, oh, gal, it'd be awesome for that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That I keep them in there.
Yeah.
And then I'll go, that if people go, oh, you know, I mean, I'd love to do this. So I'm like, so why aren't you doing it?
Yeah. It's
because
a confidence
some people
thing.
Don't come from that.
It's
confidence, but it's also, like you said, what they're feeding themselves. Oh no, you stay small because you can't.
Who do you think you are? You're from a wee town.
It's too risky.
You know nothing.
But
everyone's got to be nothing at one point.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like
anyone can be something. You've got to put the effort in. So why not me? Why not you?
Yeah.
It's like, because, well, if I don't do it, someone else is going to do it, and then I'm going to watch it going, I could do a better job than that. Why am I not doing it?
And this is a thing. Like at the moment, there's a lot of talk about industry plants. Have you heard this?
Yeah.
And like Youngblood's one of them, and bloody Machine Gun Kelly, all the rest. They're all calling each other this, and you're like, that is just making people feel like, well, I don't have any chance then, because if there's industry plants, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you're just saying then, well, there's no chance, but they're doing that to make you stay small.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I think, though, that there probably is industry plants. I fully would believe that, because it's a business. It's a business like anything else. It's just so they rinse and repeat things that work. People with certain looks or whatever. So, but again, you just can't focus on it too much, because then you just won't do anything, because it's like, even a lot of these top artists, we're finding out stuff that they're doing fake Spotify buys, that labels themselves are buying the track in massive numbers and all that.
Out gigs. Have you heard this one?
Yes.
Renter crowds.
Exactly.
Making them look huge, and it's like no one gives two shits.
So this is exactly, it does happen.
Yeah.
Right? But again, you just can't tune into it, because then you just won't ever do anything. And then you won't put your creativity into the world, because you're just too, well, the machine's rigged against me. But some people do fall through the cracks, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Just be authentic. And I think nowadays that is a thing that is resonating with everybody, because we're craving it.
Yeah.
We're craving real.
Yeah.
Everything's fucking AI.
Yeah, totally.
You're watching something and then you go, well, because I really love like Ghostface and all this horror stuff, and like I've literally got a blinged out Ghostface mask over there.
Yeah.
But this thing came up and it was a video. It was like a knife holder. I hate knife holders anyway. I have the fear. I can't have knives on display. It's a weird thing. But it was a Ghostface one. It's like in IKEA. And I'm like, no, it's not. IKEA are not selling Ghostface knife holders. And it was AI. But it looked like it was in the fucking shop. And you're going, what is happening? And it's scary, because you could be put anywhere.
And well, that's it.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm in here stealing all your stuff and all that. Like, I've got a video of you doing it. And I'm I didn't do that.
We are fucking like, we've got serious balls, right, for putting ourselves out online as we do, because you are fodder then.
Of course.
Somebody could literally take you on now.
Yeah, and easily as well, something taken out of context or whatever, but...
Oh, yeah. Well, literally, prime example, I put a thing out about saying meet and greets that I think they're cringy AF. And I stand by it, because I pay a fortune for my brother to go and meet people. My mum pays it as well. He loves Comic-Cons. He loves all this kind of stuff. And we've had some amazing experiences. And I think, you're a true fan. Do you know, if you're going to go there and pay all that money, like, you're a true fan. But I'm just saying, to me, I could not be the person taking the money, because I would feel cringe AF. I could not physically do it. And I get that, like, there's a lot of people go, oh yeah, but that's their job and blah, blah. And I'm like, but it's not really their job. Like,
they charge people extra to just meet them.
No, that's not their job. And I get like that's a situation, but they can choose to do that or not to do that.
Well, look at Dynamo. We met him, but he wasn't charging anything. And he just did that for free. And
this is the example I give. Like years ago, we met Aerosmith. This was when like I Don't Want to Miss a Thing came out. They were the biggest band in the... Do you remember?
Yeah,
they were the biggest band in the world, right? And we met them for free backstage, and we were really pissed off because it was after the gig, and they were like, oh man, you guys should have come before the show. We would have put your chairs on the stage. And we were like, fuck. Like, they were so nice.
Yeah.
But you just think, like, some of the biggest artists now don't believe in paid meet and greets. They give out free ones or whatever. Yeah, but when you're big, you know, blah, blah. And I'm like, when I'm big, I'll do a limited amount. Or I'll just go out and meet people at the barrier. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you can't meet everyone.
Yeah.
That's not the point. The point is, I'm just saying, I could not stand there with a card reader and go, £20. I couldn't do it. Could you? Could you literally stand there?
But are they doing that like that? Oh my
We went to a Comic-Con.
Like,
and
see, but it'd be different though. See if you were like buying a VIP ticket for a gig and it came with that. That side of it I get. because it's like in a package, but like to stand and be like, right, come and meet me. Oh, just pay that first. Right, let's get a picture.
Literally.
Oh,
but then see with a lot of these big acts now, they know, like people go, oh, you know, it's their management and stuff. No, it ends with the artist. They decide. And I get, you know, everyone's trying to make money and build it up, but it's almost like we've been conditioned now to think this is how it is. This is what you have to do to meet someone. And if you've ever been to one, gal, it is soul destroying. I watched my brother, and God love him. Yeah, it's a cattle market. Don't touch the person. Stand on the X. Stand there. Fucking awkward AF stood there like this, and you just like, yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
And you know, you want to say to him, oh my God, you've changed my life, your music, blah, blah. You can't say that to him. Get out.
Yeah.
You know, here's your lanyard. Piss off. Like, it's, and we're talking hundreds, if not thousands of pounds for some of these meet and greets. I just find it cringe. I'm not saying, and this is where people watch videos and they don't take it in, right? If you're going to watch a video, watch the whole thing and read the caption, okay? Because I'm not saying that you're cringe for paying.
Yeah.
I'm saying they're cringe for charging.
Yeah, for accepting it.
And I get somebody said to me, they were like, yeah, but you know, I wouldn't get the opportunity to meet this director or this person in real life. And I'm like, absolutely, I totally get that. But I still think I couldn't sit there and charge you.
Yeah, because even that person saying like, you know, oh, I'm going to try and pitch something to them or whatever, like you're such a number, they don't care in that moment. They're trying to rinse through everyone. It's like Bonnie Blue, you know what I mean? Trying to rinse through them like, as quick as you can. Get them in and out.
Literally. But that's like the guy, in fact, I'll name him. It was one, in fact, I don't know his name. That's how like he can sod off. But my brother was obsessed with Grand Theft Auto, and it was some guy, one of the guys from that. I don't know if he's a voice or what he does, or maybe he's from the I don't know who he was. Some guy, I don't know. But he was like, my mum's trying to do the card reader thing, and it like wasn't working, and the guy's kind of looking like this.
Did they look kind of like a hillbilly looking guy? Or because there's like three main characters.
The main one of the, I don't know.
A black dude and two white guys. So what? So God, what's his name?
I can't think of his name, but he was like, so my mum's trying to pay and she's like, well, your card's not working. My mum's going, no, it is. I think it's the signal in here. And they're like, blah, blah. Anyway, they sorted it and walked up and he was like, have you paid? And I was like, did you just say that?
See, if it's the main protagonist though, like he is a hood guy. He is from the hood. He grew up a gangster and he got that gig through pure chance.
Wild.
So it's like in that regard, it doesn't surprise me there because it's literally
he's a hustler.
Yeah, a bit of a hustler guy. That's
I just think I could not.
No, it's sickening.
It's funny actually. There's a video out there if you want to try and find it. It's Matty Healy from the 1975, and he sat there with Zane Lowe and he's just like, you sit there with a card reader and charge people to meet you. It's like, because you'll do it for 10 minutes, you won't do it anymore. You won't do it again. He's like, you just couldn't. It's cringe. But anyway.
You would definitely need a manager or someone doing that. There's no way as the artist. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, it makes me feel so sick.
Geez,
but at the end of the podcast, we do the Pink Lips question from the Pink Lips.
Okay.
A question from the Pink Lips.
So if you would like to choose one.
Okay. Right, let's see.
Pass it to me. Now I'll have a wee look. Oh, I love this. Right. What do you hope your future self thanks you for? That's deep. That's quite deep.
I think just maybe I'm looking after myself a bit more.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I've been kind of doing that. So just, I think, keeping the mind and body in shape. I think the future, I've started really, really understanding the importance of that. Yeah, I think with how busy I've got over the last year, I've been like, right, my mind's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I need the body to keep up with it now.
Okay.
So yeah, I would probably just say, yeah, just kind of looking after myself.
Love that.
You know, that's probably the thing I'll thank myself more for.
I think you'll thank yourself for being iconic and real.
Yeah.
Because you've never not been real.
No, that's true.
You're just big gal.
Yeah, totally.
You ask anyone, they're not going to be like, oh, he thinks he's all this now. I mean, you've had a viral moment.
Yeah.
But it's not changed you.
No. And I've always been like this. It's just one of the videos has finally taken off.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing that for years. It is funny though, because you spend 10 years making music and working in schools, inspiring people, this and that, and then a 30-second stupid Donald Trump
I know,
video
it's
every
so
day thinks you're
stupid.
amazing. And you're like,
Stupid,
what
innit?
about my music? What about everyone else?
Yeah. Literally.
But I'll take it. I will fully take it.
But see, the real like hardcore fans, they will find it.
Yeah.
I always find that with my stuff as well. It's like, you know, if you keep pushing, but we've spoken about this, but at the moment, it almost like it takes one of these vapid situations, whether it's like reality telly, online viral moments, things like that, to actually people to go, oh, what else do you do?
Yep.
It's like, just look for like real shit. Don't look for this like crap. But you know,
Totally.
unfortunately, that's the way of the world at the moment, isn't it?
And I think for me, like the Donald Trump thing, it's like it's the bait.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I remember a rapper talking about, you know, you've got to put candy in the window to get them in the shop, but when they come into the shop, it's a complex supermarket.
Yes.
Oh, there's aisles of this, and oh, there's the mad weird middle aisles, and oh, there's vegetables, and it's not just candy.
Yeah.
So like the Trump and the impressions is the candy, but hopefully there's a complex being here that people buy into and go, actually, he's more than just that impression. And
Absolutely.
and so that's kind of.
And so tell them how they can find you.
Just Stephen Galoney across all socials, really. Stephen Galoney, that's my name. Big Gal on Spotify.
Yeah.
And that's it. I just follow for a crazy journey.
Absolutely love it. Well, you've been notified.
Yeah,
Do you love it?
I've loved it. I feel like I'm in like a Barbie acid trip in here. You know,
I know, I should have said at the beginning, this is like my studio. So this is like, we moved, but this is my studio because some of the other episodes we've filmed in other places.
Right, yeah.
But this is like my little office.
Paradise. No, I love it. It's very cool. It's office nut, just like you.
Literally.
And it's nice and pink. And so, no, I've had a great time. So, I appreciate you getting me on.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're a legend.